stop-start, like there was a lot of penalties. I think, 16 penalties to 11, 16 for Georgia and 11 for South Africa, and it was just a little bit clunky because both sides were coming off, extended breaks. But I think there were some positive signs for South Africa. Like, that was a hell of a team they put out, if you read the 23. And their first try, like, there was a clear willingness to play. They had a clear willingness to play from deep as well in their exit zone, so they weren't just looking to kick contestables or kick long. They were definitely looking to play. It took them a lot to wear down to score the points. They really had to earn it, especially when they went into the 22. I don't think they'd be as happy as they could be of how hard they made it for when they're in the 22. Their long range tries and a bit further out, they were great. They scored those with great skill set. But when they went into the 22 and they went to their traditional driving maul, big forwards around the corner, it took a little bit of 181 tackles by Georgia. They were on D for a hell of a lot. I think 33% possession and 25% territory. They had a lot of ball, and yes, it's 40-9, but it just seemed to, I don't know, watching it just seemed the points took a lot of work, which I don't think they'll be happy with. So I'll be looking forward to the second test this week.
Yeah, I definitely think that first half, they just had to really, really work hard. And, at one stage, probably late in that first half, Georgia up 9 points with 3 penalties. They had so much ball, but I think, we talked about it, how would they be rusty? And I think it was fair to say they were clunky and rusty and that probably that first half. And then just due to the actual, the amount of ball and position they had in territory, they ended up, scoring tries in that second half and really blew it out. But I think there is probably one positive they can take out of their set piece. They operated at 18 line-outs at 94%, which is good. And their scrum obviously only had 5 scrums, but if you look at the British Lions, those are two things that they're pretty strong with their line-out and their scrum. And Georgia are predominantly a forward-orientated, especially when it comes to scrums. They chance their arm in the scrums and their line-out. So those are positives coming in for the set piece. But I think we're going to see probably a lot better performance coming in that second test match. The rust is out, and I think they did score some good tries through their skill set, even on the edge. A couple of times they put away. Was on his debut. A Philly Fussy.
He was good, man.
Yeah, he was good. He had 74 metres, 2 defenders beaten, and he had 6 carries, and he put in a nice chip kick as well for Kobus Reinek's first for his try as well. So the attacking ability, they wanted to play a little bit more, and I think the more time that they do have in that second test is going to be a lot better for them moving forward. But it'll be interesting to see if they do bring out the same team and then they give them another opportunity to play together again, or they put in a few more changes for that second test before they end up playing the Lions.
I think the biggest stat as well is 13 turnovers. For that much ball, that's not many. So they were accurate in their skill set. We talk about the All Blacks. They weren't as clinical, but they were accurate in their skill set. And defensively, they tackled at 84%, but they weren't probably challenged as much as, we'll see from the Lions. But a lot to like for a first test for a long time for those guys together.
When you compare what the Lions did against Transvaal with what they did against Georgia, which team is kind of sitting a little bit stronger at the moment?
I personally think, if you look at the Lions in 2017 when they came here, they struggled against the Barbars, they lost to us, lost to the Highlanders, and there was a lot of chopping and changing. I don't know, they seem really sharp, like both completely different outfits, and they were, a bit clunky at times. Like there were sometimes, I think Price came off a line out and Owen Farrell came tight and he gave a short ball, wasn't expecting it. Like those sort of, combination errors. But for the most part, they are looking really good, and they've got a clear game plan. Like they're contestable kicks to exit off 9 or 10. Sometimes a little bit too far, like we've spoken about it. Like they'll want to get that accuracy right. Finn Russell added in the old crossfield attacking kick as well, so he does have that little bit of flair to his game, and they've got a quick tap. Hamish Watson was amazing on the night, but Price quick tap for a penalty that led to his try. A quick throw, like they've got a real up-tempo attacking mindset, some of their skill set. Courtney Law's ball play, he was giving tips, he was giving balls out the back, strong carries himself. I know I mentioned him last week when he came off the bench. I've been really impressed with him. He played at 6. So I don't know, from watching the 2 games, different opposition, that was international level versus, club team. But back-to-back weeks, they've been pretty clinical and pretty exciting to watch. There's a lot of flair on attack.
Yeah, I was just going to say that I think the attacking ability of probably here where the Lions are, it's really exciting, and I think it probably does take them a while. And I think if you look back to the last time they did tour, it probably took them 3-4 games, and probably actually our game against us and the Crusaders in Christchurch was probably the first time that they put in a performance that they were looking forward going into the All Blacks. But I'm really excited with their attacking priorities and ability at the moment. They're scoring a lot of points in their face play shape and even their ability. You talked about it, Chip, attacking kicks and being able to marry up that attacking style, but also with the kicking, traditional kicking that the Northern Hemisphere teams do with the contestables. But their first mindset at the moment seems like they want to attack. They want to attack, want to attack, want to attack. So,
did you feel that, like in the lightning quick ball stats, they were good, but also did you, when Price scored his try, it was an overthrow right over the back, but it was like the Jamie George got there and just threw it straight away, and the Lions, opposition Lions, defence, weren't set. So again, it was that up tempo, and they jammed so hard they over chased in on Owen Farrell. He just gave a simple out the back ball, and Price scores under the post. So that's what I mean as well. Like those sort of, everything just seems to be on tempo and chip and chases, and it's just, I don't know, it's exciting to watch. I'm so excited for the series because I think there's a lot to like about South Africa as well. But it's setting it up for a doozy Test 1.
Yeah.
Hard team to pick. Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Gets will have a real tough time picking a 23. Like, guys are playing well. Toji was huge.
Yeah. I think, to be honest, I think the Lions are probably in the box seat at the moment. I think just with the continuity and how they're playing and the way they are looking, I know playing in South Africa is going to be a completely different opposition, but I think just with a couple more games that they've had and been together a little bit longer, I think that first Test match, I'd probably see the British and Irish Lions probably thinking that's a probably good opportunity to get the South Africans, because I think the more time that South Africans do be able to prepare and be together, they're going to be a lot better. But so I think that first Test match is going to be a really good opportunity for the Lions, really, to get that first one in that series.
Yeah, be good. The sun is setting in Christchurch already. This show's been pre-recorded at 4:30 in the afternoon, and the sun is down in Christchurch.
Yeah. It's just over the shoulder there.
The sun doesn't set in Takapuna till 8 o'clock at night, does it?
Oh no, just whenever we feel like, some nights we want to get it to set early, we just decide.